I'ma keep this one simple and short. Superman is back, and he is on demon time. Everyone knows it. So let's start from the beginning. Someone is carrying out interviews of every single person Superman has come across, and all of them were locked in. Nobody gave any information not needed. But then the last person had a bandage over her eye. The interviewer asked her point blank, "What happened to you?" And when she told her, Lois Lane went on a rampage with her baton. This beating should have been watched all over the world. You do not lay hands on a defenseless woman. She took his teeth as well. He begged for mercy, but she said, "Nah, give me your hand." Cracked his fingers, arrested his stupid ass, then simply walked back into the building and held her interviews again. She wanted to know what he was hiding, why he was hiding, and then all of them, like in unison, told her the reason. He's not hiding because he's scared of you. Nah. You have this shit backwards. He's hiding because he doesn't want to experience so much anger. He would have to kill all of you to save the world. Full disclosure, that's what we want. Lazarus is a poison. You all need to die. Lois Lane isn't Lois Lane because there is no way you should see what Lazarus is doing around the world and still be on their side. She got a call from her father. He was still the general, of course, and he trained her to be ruthless, but still, she was a woman now, and she didn't like to be disturbed. He, of course, didn't care. "You're my kid. I'm worried about you. You don't take your guards nowhere. You need to be protected." But she wasn't trying to hear that shit. And he knew he could not change her mind, so he said, "Watch out for the Omega Men. They are looking for Superman as well." And she said, "Okay, goodbye." As she left, she did the dumbest thing ever. But you see, she was never stupid, so this was probably part of her plan. She left her guards behind and went on the streets alone in a city that hates the Lazarus Company. Of course, from the shadows, the Omega Men were watching, and they were coming. Back in the building, though, one of the Peacemakers was going ballistic. He was the crash out that killed the innocents. Why? Because they laughed as Superman was whooping their asses. Imagine that. You killed innocents because they laughed. He wanted to actually be imprisoned, but the Brainiac system said, "Nah, you good. Your gun just tweaked out." The machine actually cleared him to go back in the field. Ooh, that was a mistake. The only one not making mistakes was Lois Lane herself because her plan worked. One of the Omega Men were foolish enough to attack her, and he was Jimmy Olsen. He was dangerous. This wasn't regular Jimmy, this was ultimate Jimmy. With the burst of light, he went on the attack. He was about to end Lois Lane right there and then, but she was still a menace. She could handle herself. She dropped his ass and told him, "Do you think I cannot fight blind?" He said, "Of course I know that. I'm just here to have a conversation." Shorty didn't want to talk. They actually had to fight back and forth till they locked guns on each other's faces, and he told her, "You're on the wrong side. You need to run." And he was right, because his boss was here, and she took no prisoners. He tried to tell her to stop, but she said, "Nah, get the fuck out of the way. Omega Prime is here. I will drop her." Lois instantly called for backup, and the Peacemakers were on their way, especially the crash out. He started screaming, "Peace at all cost, peace at all cost." Then he pulled up like a demon. Lois Lane, however, was trapped, or rather locked in combat. Omega Prime had a Buster Sword, and she wanted to split Lois in half without mercy. Lois had to fight for her life. Even Jimmy was like, "Bruh, you need to chill." Omega Prime looked at him and said, "Bruh, are you trying to shoot me? Whose side are you on?" Before he could answer, he came. The red smoke, the mist in the air, the aura was immaculate. Superman was here. Omega Prime saw him and screamed, "Yes. Come forth, Omega Man. Superman is here." He dropped down like lightning. She pulled up and tried to say, "Hey man, we're here to join your team. We're here to join your fight." But he just smacked her away, looked at Lois and said, "You, stop searching for me. I don't like it." He looked like a freaking YN. But she said, "Hey, I just want to talk." He did not want to talk. The Peacemakers did not want to talk. They grabbed Lois, and the crash out said, "You, remember me? Remember what you did to me? I'm going to make you pay. Superman just said, no, I don't remember you, and froze them where they stood and just took off. Bruh was on easy mode. He didn't give a damn about Earthlings. Jimmy, of course, was amazed. Lois was disappointed. You guys wrecked my operation. The people were laughing, and you know this crash out doesn't like that. When everything calmed down, Jimmy was getting slapped, but he was cool. He had a video of Superman. They asked him point blank, why didn't you kill Lois Lane? He said, nah, she has a good heart. She's just on the wrong side. And boy, was she on the wrong side. Remember Crash Out? Yeah, as soon as they unfroze him, he did something absolutely insane. When he came to, he was in handcuffs. He asked everyone, why the fuck am I in handcuffs? And they told him, bruh, look around. You just killed about 20 people, bruh. You are absolutely fucking insane.